So one of the questions that's relevant to what we're talking about right now, it says here, um, and let's see, I don't remember who the question is. I like to give credit where credit is due, but I'm just going to go ahead and read it. It says, can you talk a little bit more about the different professions and how to prepare? In one of your videos, you talked about being a software engineer when the market's good and then operations when the market's rough. There is another video about that, how to survive late stage capitalism and how to, where are the blacksmith jobs. Those are the two videos on that. For someone who's having to manage what to study, what do you suggest? Focusing on one profession or trying to do both at the same time? And again, this is House Ho Ho Jojo asking the question. The answer, honestly, is I don't know. I'm sorry that you're going to make a whole video about this. Um, you, my career kind of happened to me on accident with regard to that. And all I can do is share you my experience as a mentor. And I encourage you to ask other people who have had similar experience. So I've told the story in the video. In one of those videos, I already told the story. But it's just a matter of learning what it took to get the job, right? And I started out a software developer, making web pages because I knew that the future would be web pages, and I got a job for an internet service provider because I knew how to do background tags in Netscape. I kid you not. And because it was such a small organization, it ended up becoming the director of sales and the webmaster all at the same time. Um, and I still have stock in that company, FiberNet, somewhere. And um, so I taught myself HTML, and there was no CSS in order to get that job. And I did the web development, and that was enough to wow the people that are running the organization and give me the job, build that trust that I talk about in another video. And then I mean I did all that I did all that coding in TextMate on my Mac in Perl. Taught myself Perl in 21 days from a book, and knew that coding was going to be a thing. Um, so I guess the answer to your question is pick up relevant languages and learn them. You're going to have to learn to code no matter what. So, which one should you do first? I don't know that really matters. The beginner boost, just to put a bullet point in this, this year we're going to do learn to code in Python and JavaScript at the same time. So if you've never coded before at all, that's a good time to do that. We're also going to do coding in HTML and Markdown and CSS, which is totally different than web applications development. Which, by the way, I don't recommend anybody go into web applications development unless that's truly what you want to do. That's kind of a secondary decision. Uh, you know, it's a great career, but it's not necessarily going to be compatible with operations. Um, so I think you can do both at the same time. And I think what you want to do is you want to start building your home lab. And there's another video we're going to make about whether you should build a home lab or build one in the cloud. And that is a very important question. We'll get to that next. But I feel like you can do that now. I feel like you can, start with a VM and start coding on the thing and learning about how to set up your own network, setting up your own virtual machine, understanding I think you can do the same at both. I'm not trying to cop out here. I feel like you can do both at the same time. And yeah, I mean that's it. Hopefully that helps. Maybe not.